Well, good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight for our celebration of 30 years of Space Camp and our Hall of Fame induction ceremony. It's my honor to begin tonight's program with a special procession of Space Camp alumni representatives, one Space Camp graduate from each of our 30 years, beginning with 2012 and going all the way back to 1982. When I call your name, please come to the stage to be recognized, and if everyone would please hold your applause until the end of the procession. Now, representing the Space Camp class of 2012 are Trey Gross and Jenna Allen, both from Spring, Texas. Trey is a six-time attendee and is an aspiring mechanical engineer. Jenna just graduated from her first Space Camp program this morning and is our 600,000th graduate of a Space Camp program. Next week, Jenna will continue her adventure and begin training as a Top Gun fighter pilot at Aviation Challenge. Representing the class of 2011 is Dominic Horde from Findlay, Ohio. Dominic is a two-time camp attendee who plans to go into the science or technology industry. Representing the class of 2010 is Lori Beth Bradner from Lakeland, Florida, and James Garland from New York City, New York. Lori attended Space Camp once and is a science instructor at Kathleen High School. James plans to be an astrophysicist. Also in 2010, that was the year that Dottie Metcalf Lindenberger became the first Space Camp graduate to rocket into space aboard the Orbiter Discovery. She launched 20 years to the month after graduating from Space Academy in April of 1990. Representing the class of 2009 is Katie Rice from Chandler, North Carolina. Katie is a one-time Space Camp attendee. Representing the class of 2008 is Kyle McCollum of Jacksonville, Texas. Kyle attended camp 3 times and is currently a senior at Jacksonville High School who plans to be an Air Force officer. Representing the class of 2007 is Samantha Rice from Chandler, North Carolina. Samantha was our 500,000th trainee in 2007. Samantha is a two-time attendee and is currently working toward an appointment to the U.S. Air Force Academy. Representing the class of 2006 is Nick White from Huntsville, Alabama. Nick is a one-time attendee who is currently a student at James Clemens High School. Representing the class of 2005 is Kelby Pearson from Waycross, Georgia. Kelby is a 3-time attendee who is pursuing an aerospace engineering degree from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Representing the class of 2004 is Rachel Hovermel from Bridgeville, Delaware. Rachel is a 2-time attendee and is currently an operations supervisor here at Space Camp. Representing the class of 2003 is the United States 2003 National Teacher of the Year from Alabama, Betsy Rogers. Betsy attended the Space Academy for Educators program as the National Teacher of the Year. Betsy is currently the Development Chair, Teacher Education at Samford University. Representing the class of 2002 is Aaron Bailey from Millbrook, Alabama. Aaron is an 11-time attendee and is currently a student of History and Religion at Birmingham Southern College. Representing the class of 2001 is former Space Camp staff member Mimi Cox from Little Rock, Arkansas. Mimi attended camp 7 times and is currently studying education leadership at Northern Arizona University and is a commercial pilot who aspires to fly for the U.S. Coast Guard. In the year she graduated, Space Camp programs reached the milestone of 400,000 graduates. Representing the class of 2000 is Danielle Miller from Orlando, Florida. Danielle attended Space Academy 1 time and is currently a high school astronomy teacher. Representing the class of 1999 is Ben Chandler from Knoxville, Tennessee. Ben is a 10-time camp attendee and is currently working as an auto dealer. Representing the class of 1998 is Ben Schwartz from Tampa, Florida. Ben is an 8-time camp attendee and currently works as a human factors engineer. In this same year that Ben graduated, Space Camp programs reached the milestone of 300,000 trainees. Representing the class of 1987 is Charity Stewart from Waterton, Wisconsin. Charity is a 3-time camp attendee and is currently the advertising and social media manager right here at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. Representing the class of 1996 is Trevor Daniels from Huntsville, Alabama. Trevor attended Space Camp 1 time and also works at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center as the executive liaison for the CEO. Representing the class of 1995 is former Space Camp staff member Renee Schlenhart from Chicago, Illinois. Renee worked at Space Camp for 4 years and is currently a healthcare recruiter. In this same year that Renee is representing 1995, Space Camp reached the milestone of 200,000 graduates. Representing the class of 1994 is former Space Camp staffer Michelle Lucas Ham from Hobart, Indiana. Michelle is a 3-time camp attendee and a former International Space Station mission controller at the Johnson Space Center and astronaut instructor, and currently works as a consultant for the aerospace industry. Representing the class of 1993 is John Ratswamy from Highland Park, Illinois. John is a 10-time camp attendee and currently works as an attorney and adjunct professor. Representing the class of 1992 is William Elric from Gunnersville, Alabama. William attended Space Camp once and is a retired police officer and currently works as an IT manager for Fox 54 here in Huntsville. Representing the class of 1991 is former Space Camp staff member Chris Key from Carbon Hill, Alabama. Chris is a 2-time camp attendee and currently works as an IT management consultant. In 1991, Space Camp programs reached the milestone of 100,000 trainees. Representing the class of 1990 is Ruth Marie Oliver from Winona, Mississippi. Ruth Marie is a 3-time camp attendee who currently works as the Aerospace Operations Day Manager here at Space Camp. In that same year, Space Camp Hall of Fame member Dan Oates launched the first SciViz program for blind and visually impaired trainees. Representing the class of 1989 is Kate Roller from Atlanta, Georgia. Kate is a 6-time camp attendee and currently working as an artist and an educator in Georgia. Representing the class of 1988 is Sean Squire from Bristol, Rhode Island. Sean is a 2-time camp attendee who currently serves as an engineer for the Department of the Navy. Representing the class of 1987 is John Ramsey from Vestavia Hills, Alabama. John is a 4-time camp attendee and currently works as an engineering and operations executive for Verizon's Enterprise Solutions Unit. Representing the class of 1986 is former Space Camp staffer Dwayne Pittman from Atlanta, Georgia. Dwayne attended Space Camp 1 time and currently works in the ground-based mid-course defense program at the Missile Defense Agency at Redstone Arsenal. In the year that Dwayne is represented, in 1986, Space Camp, the movie, hit the silver screen and found success in the home video market on VHS and on HBO. Representing the class of 1985 is former Space Camp staffer Rob Gray from Savannah, Tennessee. Rob attended Space Camp once and currently serves as the Director of Operations at the National Flight Academy. Representing the class of 1984 is Samantha Hernandez Carrasco from Atlanta, Georgia. Samantha attended Space Camp 1 time and currently works at the City of Smyrna Deputy Clerk and the Cobb County School District First Lego League Robotics Instructor. Representing the class of 1983 is former Space Camp staffer Chip Yarborough from Birmingham, Alabama. Chip also attended the first year first class in 1982. Chip attended a total of 6 times, including that first session, and currently works as the program director at the National Flight Academy. And finally, representing the very first year of Space Camp in 1982 is Jackie Buckby Witherspoon from Brevard, North Carolina. Jackie attended Space Camp twice, including the 1981 August session, which was the pilot program before Space Camp was launched in June of 1982. Jackie currently works as the Director of Resource Development and Community Outreach for the Boys and Girls Club of Brevard, North Carolina. Everyone, please give a big round of applause for all of our Space Camp alumni class representatives.